Hey everyone, welcome to the Parrot Bros channel. Today we're going to do a quick video on the 034 Motorsport rear anti-roll bar, the 25.4mm one, replacing it for the stock B8S4 rear anti-roll bar. In this video we'll include some details on how to fit it, things you need to do when fitting it, and also what you'll achieve after fitting it. Hope you enjoy. First off, we sprayed all the bolts with some penetrating liquid, then went round with a socket and spanner and loosened all the bolts prior to gunning them off. Once they are loose, you can gun them off as shown in the video above. To remove the anti-roll bar from the car, there is 6 things to undo in total. The first 2 bolts you saw, both sides, and then there's 1 bolt just there on the right hand side which holds the link on at both ends. Once these are all undone, the anti-roll bar can be lifted down from the car. So the exhaust is lowered at the back end of the section just to give you enough space to lift the anti-roll bar down and also to be able to get good access straight on to the bolts, which are just there. You take the link with you there and then can be swapped over on the floor. Once off is much easier just to pop it onto there.
Now the stock component is off the car, we can do a clear comparison. The 034 measures in at 25.5mm, and then if you compare that to the stock one, 22mm exactly. But the best part about this upgrade is, on the stock roll bar we have bonded bushers. So as we spoke about on the front suspension, these are bonded in a particular position, so they're always fighting, whereas on the 034 item they're a floating bush which you grease. So it gives a lot more compliance. So even though it's going to be a firmer ride, more controlled, it will be better. And also on the 034 we have multiple positions depending on your driving style. Obviously this is a midway point for Joe Public or to go on a track. It has to cover all situations for the car. Whereas the 034 we've got 2 adjustments. We've got basically a soft and a hard. Now again, you adjust it, I'd advise put it on the soft, take it on the road. If you're confident, put it on the hard. The hard will induce more oversteer, but obviously if that suits your driving style, then so be it. But even on the softer position, it is a great vast improvement over the stock item.
Once all the hardware has been swapped over, you can then return to reinstalling it back onto the car as shown in the video. Now also just to mention the difference in weight between the 2 bars. The original bar is hollow and weighs probably between 1 and 2 kilos. The new 034 Motorsport anti-roll bar is completely solid and weighs somewhere in the region of between 8 and 10 kilos. So it's a lot stronger and is a lot less likely to flex when in operation. Once the bolts are torqued up, you're complete, and then all you do for maintenance every so often is just crack the grease nipple and just give it a little bit of grease just to stop it creaking and just to give you the travel it needs.
And again, a similar applies to these drop links. They are nylon synthetic drop links with a bonded rubber bush. Now, when you remove these off the stock roll bar, you know, the bush goes back to a central position. So again, when you are tightening it to the car, I recommend you leave it slightly loose on the top point, tight into the car because that obviously is perpendicular, and then when it's all installed, torqued up to 45 newton meters, then go ahead and tighten the top, because it will only go vertical anyway. There's no left to right movement on this. So like I say, once it's all on, torque your D-bushers up, install the lower one, torque it up, and then while it's in this position, you're safe to torque the top one up.
Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Feel free to subscribe, as we've got plenty more videos coming up, including big brake kits and suspension upgrades.